Hi everyone, it's Jess, aka Colouring Bumblebee, and I'm back today with another video for you. Today I'm going to be sharing with you all of the books that I've bought during the months of October and November. It is the 21st of November as I'm filming this, and I'm not anticipating to buy any more books for the rest of the month, so I thought I would share the haul now. I only got 3 books in October, so I didn't do a haul that month and decided to combine them in together. As you can see from the thumbnail, I've got some amazing, beautiful, stunning books to show you. Some you will have already seen as flip-throughs on my channel, and some may be new to you. So let me move this to the side, just to set the scene for you. It's really cold in the UK at the moment. It's getting down to freezing temperatures. In fact, it snowed the other day, just a little bit. But I've got my feet inside a little feet warmer underneath my desk, so they're nice and toasty. I've got Lexi purring away on my lap. We'll see how long she lasts for, but she is quite cosy. I will insert a picture of how she started before the video I started filming. She may stay, she may go, we'll see. But I'll move these to the side and get straight into it. Okay, the first book I have to show you is Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford, and this is a flip through up on my channel. I did one when it first arrived, and I had mixed feelings. When it first arrived and I first flipped through it, I was like, oh, I like it, I don't love it. Then I thought more on it, and I thought, you know what, it's quite frustrating, this book. There's a lot of small victory style pages. There's a lot of pages of houses and castles. I feel like she could have done more with the Magical Worlds theme. There's a lot of repeated ideas and motifs, and I just think there could have been a lot more with this book. It feels like maybe some of these were ideas that didn't make it into Small Victories, her previous book, as there are a lot of simpler pages in here. But then a few weeks ago I was flipping through it again to pick a page to do a colour along for. You will see the page that I've coloured for that on the channel. I was flipping through and I was like, you know what, actually, I love more of these pages than I remembered. So here is the page I did for my colour along, the Mossy Isles, which Johanna's doing as a competition colouring page for this month. So I've got my colour palette saved there. I will talk more about it in my Complete the Pages video. Yeah, I was looking through this and thinking, you know what, there's a lot in here that I really do like. And I could see myself completing this book one day. Wouldn't be for many, many years in the future. I love this pumpkin page. I was going to do that as the colour along, but I didn't have an idea for the colours other than orange for the pumpkin. So I'll save it for next year. I love this one. This is absolutely gorgeous. Even the small victory pages, I think they can be fun to do after you've done the opposite page and you use a lot of the same colours that you used in that one. And try and keep it cohesive that way. Some really fun pages here. She did release shortly after this book came out, actually, that she's working on her next book already. Never stops for her. She's always doodling away, drawing away. It looks to be something about wildflowers from the sneak peek image that she's given. So that's exciting. But that is Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford. One of the books I got in October. Beautiful book. Then I was very kindly gifted this book from my best friend Zoe here on YouTube, Zoe's Cozy Colouring. She came to my house to colour one day, and whilst we were colouring this, well, actually when I got back home after I dropped her off at the train station, this arrived and was waiting for me on my doorstep. This is Fuzzy Huga Christmas Vibes by Vivi Tinter, and this is full of cute and cosy Christmas themed pages. You've even got a checklist at the start here of all the pages and the names of them. which I think is a fun touch. But this is just adorable. And thank you so much to Zoe for getting this for me. Definitely need to colour a page or 2 or 3 or 4. I'm looking forward to seeing what Zoe and Dee's from Colourful Dreamer prompts are for December and using them as inspiration to colour in this book. So I hope there will be a few Christmassy themed pages in there. These I find really fun and relaxing to colour with alcohol markers. I do try and limit my collection. I really love Vivi Tinta's work. And I enjoy the Coco Wire ones. I have one by Jeanette Veronica, which is my favourite Cottage Friends. But there's so many artists around. I'm trying to limit it to my favourites, otherwise I'll never get a chance to colour in them. And I do want to try and show love to all my books. There is a new Coco Wire released on better paper. I think it came out today actually. Christmas themed one. And I'm very interested by that. I need to watch some flip throughs and reviews of it to see what it's like. But for now, this is going to be my only Christmas cozy colouring book, which is Fuzzy Huga by Vivi Tinta. Then that same day that Zoe came to colour, she gave me this as she's got the Colouring Heaven subscription and she wasn't interested in keeping this, and I really was planning on getting it. So she said have mine, because I really love all these Theresa Goodridge pages in here. And I went through it earlier watching flip throughs to see which books these come from. So these first few are from Enchanted Christmas. I do have some pages flagged here that I want to potentially colour this year for the festive season. So I really love these Theresa Goodridge pages, and I don't have any of Theresa's Christmas books as I don't know which ones I'd want. We got some fun ones by a Godu Pop. I love how they're including a Godu Pop in these Colouring Heavens. I hope to see more from her in the Colouring Heaven magazines. These are by Andrew1005 by Shutterstock, which I'm not sure how they make these. Is it pieces of Shutterstock images that they piece together? Considering it's by an artist via Shutterstock. These designs are by Jessica Mazukowicz. Sorry, I butchered that last name. But we've got some little holiday sayings and doodles all around it. Then we come back to Theresa Goodridge. This lot of images are from Country Christmas. Apart from this one, which is the only one from Christmas Charm. Then we have some by Jen Katz, really different, busy style this. But I like these specials which give you a bunch of different artists. This is by Arsa Design via Shutterstock. Again, I don't know how that works. Be interesting for Colouring Heaven to say how the Shutterstock images work in their books. This is from Lion Studio via Shutterstock. And then these are by Marty Noble, who I don't think I've got any colouring books by Marty Noble, but they're a very popular artist in the colouring community. I think they do Creative Havens as well, like Theresa Goodridge. And then we have a few more Theresa Goodridges at the end. This is from the book Home for the Holidays. I love all the ones with the animals in it, and all the Christmas trees. She's just got an amazing art style in my opinion. There we go. That is the traditional Christmas special with illustrations from a bunch of artists, including Theresa Goodridge by Colouring Heaven. Okay, Lexi has now left us. Moving on to the next book. This is Colouring Heaven Presents Winter, and I got this as a multi-issue kind of deal. So they had a edition for each of the 4 seasons, and if you ordered them as a bundle you got a few pounds off them, and I thought the spring and summer ones were really cute, so I decided to get the whole bundle. Just when I bought it, those 2 arrived first, then I got the autumn and now the winter one. So we've got some images at the start by Dario Kakasoi, really cute portraits, and some Shutterstock images again. Is this in the traditional Christmas special? It looks very similar. No, I don't think it is actually, but yeah, it's a similar style. It's compiled by the same person, Audrey 1005. But they look, that's good that they're at least different. I was getting a bit worried then that they'd reused images across 2 different specials from the Colouring Heaven. So I think this one's really cute. Not sure how I would do the background there though. Then we got some designs by Lenka Filanenka. I love her art style with all these cute critters. This one is gorgeous. Just the animals she draws, I think, are absolutely stunning and create some really nice scenes. I love this one, they're so playful. I believe Lenka Filanenka has been in all of the seasonal Colouring Heaven Presents that they've done this year. Lots of Lenka. Then we've got Mariela Budek, and it's a very different style to what I usually do, heavy grayscale, but I think they're really cute, and I think if you just colour it with an alcohol marker, it'd be pretty quick and simple to colour. Then we have some more Shutterstock imagery. This is by Ekaterina Evstiadadi via Shutterstock. They tend to do a lot of wreaths in these seasonal books, which do look quite nice actually. And then we have some from Colouring Book Cafe. Look at these rabbits hanging in the mittens, so cute. They do some really nice scenes in these seasonal books. Lots of snow practice in here. Love this one, cozying up by the fire. Like this one with the characters. And then this is by Big Boy via Shutterstock. And the last one, some florally animals, which are cute, I think. So that is the Colouring Heaven Presents Winter, with a variety of different artists in there. Then staying with a wintry, Christmassy mood, I've got Godu by Hannah Carlson. I ordered this on iMusic, thankfully, before it became completely out of stock. I do think it's a real shame that they haven't managed to get this back in stock before Christmas, because I did check the other day. But this is just full of Hannah Carlson's beautiful drawings, all themed to Christmas. It's the first time she's ever done a full Christmas book, and I just love every single page in this. Really, especially these ones with all the animals in. You'll see a few I've flagged as potentials to colour in December. Yeah, iMusic was the only place you could get this if you were international. So you could get it in bookstores in, is it Denmark or Sweden? Probably a few of the Scandinavian countries. But in the UK and for the US, we'd have to wait for the English edition to be released on Amazon or something similar. And I couldn't wait that long, I had to have it this year. But it is just an amazingly beautiful book that I cannot wait to start colouring for the Christmas season and Christmas years to come. So that is Godu by Hannah Carlson. Then, along with Godu, I had to wait a few weeks longer than everyone else did when they ordered theirs, because I had pre-ordered this in the same transaction and they waited to ship them together. This is Sargon by Maria Troll, also known as Fairy Tales, and I have a dedicated flip through to this on my channel. I spent hours and hours, no lie, probably 6 hours, 8 hours, researching, typing up descriptions for each of these fairy tales, going through the back, translating all of the names of them, searching them up, and even contacting Maria Troll herself to ask for information on the fairy tales that I could find literally no information about online. So I was super grateful to her, and this book is just so special. It's fairy tales themed, which is one of my favourite colouring book themes ever, and it's Maria Troll's beautiful style, and I like how each fairy tale has a dedicated double page spread, and there's a variety of different scenes, some smaller images, some larger images, not all just flowers and animals, which I do like from Maria Troll, but I like the variety of this one. It's definitely my favourite by far. And I do have a special plan for this book that I am working on behind the scenes, planning it through in my head of how I want to do it. I just love this book. It brings me so much joy flipping through it. And if you didn't check out that video where I go flip through this and speak about all the different fairy tales, it's a great one to fall to sleep to, because I'm basically telling you like 40 bedtime stories all in a row. And there's even some nice wintry, Christmassy themed ones at the back here. And here I've got a index which is available on my Ko-fi shop, which I just put a bit of washi tape on the top to go over top the register, so I have it all translated and I can highlight these boxes when I complete the images. That is Sargon by Maria Troll. Beautiful book, one of my absolute favourite releases of this year. Then I have R.J. Hampson's Hide and Seek. I also have a flip through of this book on my channel, where I go through the first set of images, give you my thoughts on them, my opinions, first impressions. I'm trying to get you in line here. There we go. And then when it comes to the second set of images, I go through and point out all the differences I can find. I've really loved this one from RJ. I think, again, this might be my favourite one from him that he's ever released. I just like the theme, I like all the animals, I like the humour, I like how there's a lot of callbacks to previous books. I like the bug catcher from Lost and Found, you had the castaway earlier who features in a lot of books. And you've also got some seasonal pages. You've got an Easter one, Mermaid, an Australian themed one, which is really fun. Got Mr. Fogarty, he always tends to make an appearance in these books. Halloween themed one. And a Christmas themed one. And then you have your second set of images, which have slight changes and tend to have a black background on them. And if you want to listen to my thoughts and see all the differences between them, check out my flip through, which is on the channel from a week or so ago. That is R.J. Hampson's Hide and Seek. Then when I went to Zoe's house, she had some books waiting for me that we placed a joint order on Lyrica. They arrived a few days before I did, and I picked them up when I went to hers. This is Princesses à travers la saison, This is Princesses Through the Seasons. I've had my eye on this for quite a while. This is illustrated by Charlotte Menders. And I love how unique and different this book is. Because instead of just the characters, we've got the characters in seasonal settings. So Aurora's in this decorated castle for Christmas. Ariel's got this nice wreath surrounding her in sort of a wintry costume. Belle's ice skating. Tiana is skiing, that's what it's called. I was about to call it snowboarding. Decorating the tree with Cinderella. Merida's in the snow. That would contrast beautifully with the sort of green and her bright orange hair. So it's to be Jasmine in the springtime with all these flowers. And the same with Pocahontas. Snow White in the spring with all the woodland animals at the dwarf's cottage. Mulan with this fun dragon kite. We've got Cinderella giving some Easter gifts to the three fairies and collected some eggs here. Then this looks to be a summary section, so we've got Moana with a bunch of summery seashells surrounding her. Oh, look at that one with Rapunzel and Pascal stargazing at the summer night. Merida's eating some cherries and blueberries. That'll be fun to colour. Pocahontas has gone berry picking with Miko. He's not been too helpful there. Genie's off on holiday. I think this image is hilarious with little Abu down here as well. And Snow White in a really beautiful sort of Bavarian style dress with these sunflowers all around her. Moana's relaxing on the beach with Pua. Then we've got some rain here with Mulan. And then we have some autumnal theme pages. Oh, look here. It's a bit of a printing error. You can see the printing from a later page and how the book's been bound together has kind of come across into here. Interesting. Be fun to see what one that is. But we've got Tiana with all these autumn leaves falling around her. Ariel going off on an adventure with all this autumnal. And again here, we got some lines from a page. Cinderella, of course, is with some pumpkins. Rapunzel and Pascal are pumpkin carving. Mulan's picking some apples with all these leaves falling around. And then we have some Christmas ones. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at Christmas, so adorable. Belle's building a snowman with Cogsworth and Chip and Lumiere and Mrs. Potts. Gorgeous picture of Pocahontas in the winter season here, with some snowshoes on. Bit of an interesting patterned dress. They don't often do this sort of zendoodly style anymore in the Disney books, but I suppose you could just colour over that as normal and it's a subtle pattern in the background. But she's opening a lovely new dingle hopper here. Rapunzel's knitting a long scarf here. Oh, Tiana's just baked a delicious pie for Thanksgiving, probably. Aurora's outside berry picking. Belle's off out towards the water with the horse. I forget his name right now. Jasmine's playing a song with Abu. Fun summery picnic with Cinderella and Jack Jack and Gus Gus. Oh, look at all these roses. That would be gorgeous coloured in. Belle having a read outside in the summer. Ariel just sat on the ocean floor here. Really fun one of Moana and Pua jumping in the water. Don't know why, but colouring corn is really fun for me, so this page is one of my favourites with Pocahontas and Rico. We've got Pascal here, all these beautiful sunflowers surrounding them. Merida and her mum with the pumpkins. Oh, this is a gorgeous image. Tiana falling in the leaves with the costume party costume. Who's this one? Happy, pushing Snow White on a swing with these autumn leaves. So in Cinderella's ice skating, and even little Gus down there. Milan's out in the snow. Merida's been attacked by her 3 younger brothers. And that is all the pages. So it kind of goes through the seasons at the start. Like you've got winter, spring, summer, autumn, and then it kind of goes a bit random towards the end. But I just love it. It's so fun, so different compared to the other Disney books. And I like the unique style of it. I'd love to see more things like this, not necessarily princesses through the seasons, but just Disney characters through the seasons. So that is by Art Therapy Hatchet Heroes, illustrated by Charlotte Menders. Then I got 2 more colour by numbers. I've already done a page in here, this Coco one, which I thought was just really cute. I love the colours of it, super relaxing to colour. But this one I wanted because it's quite a detailed one. I will go to the back and show you the solutions. Some people don't like looking at them, so look away now. But it's full of really bright, colourful illustrations with some nice detail to them. I have discovered that I prefer more detailed pages compared to simpler ones with block colours. But yeah, the fun colours of them, even simple pages like this have a fun circular design in the background. Just gives it a bit of interest. This one looks like a lot of fun to colour. There's a lot of black outlining to do, which is my favourite part of it. Got even a Christmas one with Lady and the Tramp there. I think I'll have to colour that this year or next month. I've started this Aristocats page. That is proving to be a lot of fun. Just look at all the bright colours. So fun to colour. And I just colour with black paint pen for the outline and Crayola Super Tips for the main image itself. That is Family. And then the other one I got was Love Stories. Again, this is quite a detailed one. I mean, just look at that one. So many colours on just a single page. I've been used to using lots of colours in my Tome 11, but those tend to be for the double pages, so it's interesting having so many colours for just the one page. But we have a variety of different types of love and affection. You've got romantic love, familial love. We've got some love of friendship here. And again, super bright, nice and detailed. Haven't started any in this, but I will be cracking into this one next after I finish that one in Family. Yeah, I don't want to get too many of these colour by number books because there's 100 images in each, and so it's plenty of colouring time. But I think now, apart from new ones that are going to be released later on, I'm happy with the ones that I have at the moment. There we go. That is Love Stories by Hatchet Heroes. And then after I got Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Leaderhall Oberg, I decided that I really needed to get her other colouring book. This is a square book, Fairy Tales, illustrated by Emily Leaderhall Oberg. It's not a new book by any means. It was released in 2017, but it's got her same signature patterned style as you have in Fairy Tales and Folklore. The paper is still quite nice and thick, and I can't wait to start colouring in this. There's some really nice wintry pages, but I've been loving Fairy Tales and Folklore, and I've been having my eye on this for a few years now, but it was quite expensive on Amazon UK, like £15 or £16. And just the other week it dropped to 12, so I thought, right, I'm snapping that up now. Not sure if it still is that price. But I've got a flip through on my channel for this book and Fairy Tales and Folklore, both Emily Leaderhall-Oberg's books. So if you want to see a more detailed, slower flip of them, check out that video. But this has a very loose fairy tale theme. Not every single page is themed to a specific fairy tale, but I love this one. The Snow Rabbit. It's so cute. This book is quite difficult to flip through for me, actually. Just going to flip it like this. Yeah, you've got plenty of space to do lots of shading, experiment with fun colour palettes. Lots and lots of beautiful pages in this. Get a lot of colouring time out of it. And they're all single-sided, not single-sided, they're all single pages. There's no double page spreads in this one. Which, for some people, I think they like, because double page spreads can be very intimidating. But also, it's nice having the odd double page spread here and there. That is Fairy Tales by Emily Leaderhall-Oberg. Gorgeous but older book. Another older book that I've just recently got is Matchstick Mouse Winter by Morgan O'Brien. This was released last year for the winter season, and I didn't get it because I was in a big old colouring slump. I wasn't feeling too great last winter, so just as I was getting back into colouring, I was feeling more in the spring mood, so I didn't get this one. But I knew I needed to add it to my collection, so now it is here. And I love the little niece and nephew. I think they're so cute in this book. And this is the first book where he starts being a bit more detailed with his images, which I really enjoy. Just look at her little hair. I think it's so cute. Got a nice variety of different images there. Look at them playing in the rain. Just look at the little tufts of hair out. Oh, so cute. So cute. Yeah, I think I won't be colouring in this until January though, just because I'm concentrating on Christmassy pages for next month. And this one doesn't have any specifically Christmassy pages in here. It's all wintry themed. That is the same Morgan O'Brien style we're used to. And I don't know why, but this last image is a lot smaller than all the rest. It's like half the size. This is the cover image. As you can see, it's much bigger on there than it is there. I don't know why it's so much smaller. Is everyone small? Or is that a error on my end? Regardless, an adorable book. Matchstick Mouse, a winter colouring book by Morgan O'Brien. And at the same time, I had to pick up his newest colouring book, Matchstick Mouse 25 Days of Kindness. This has a loose Christmas theme, and Matchstick Mouse is wearing her little Santa hat in all the pictures. But you can see there's a story going throughout this, and Morgan did say that there was a storybook coming out alongside this. Haven't seen anything about it yet, but you can see she's helping different residents of the forest with various chores, spreading kindness and joy throughout, making a book library, shoveling snow. Oh, Cat Beetle and Worm have had to help her because she got a bit sick. She's writing a note and attaching it to this tree, which says you are special for anyone who walks by. Chimney sweeping. He takes her out for a ride though after. Knitting or crocheting, it looks like, a blanket. And then she gifts it to this frog guy here, giving the little baby a hug. Babysitting. Taking care of the cobwebs. rescuing a little bird that's fallen out from its nest, helping the mother hen gather some twigs, removing a needle from this poor little kitty, packing up some goodies, taking the presents to the house, ready for a Christmas party, and they all open it and enjoy. So I think that is just such an adorable book, and there is 25 images in here with the idea that you can colour each one a day going up to Christmas, but I definitely won't be doing that because that will be too much time spent on this for all of the month for me. And I think you can colour these anytime, really, because under this sort of Santa-y hat and some garlands here and there, it's not particularly Christmassy, which I do enjoy. You can colour it any time of year. That is Matchstick Mouse 25 Days of Kindness by Morgan O'Brien. And the final book I have to show you is something a little different. This is Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts colouring book. Now on the front it doesn't say the artist, but you open it up inside and it was illustrated by Fabiana Attanasio. And I've seen this book before. It's an older book. It was published in 2022 and was published under a different name. So it's now Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts. It was previously Magical Creatures and Witches, Wizards and Magical Spirits. So definitely shortened the title there. This was produced this year and I found it in the works for £5, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to get it. Because I'd had my eye on this book before when it was the original copy, but never actually found it in stores. But each page has names of each of the creatures, and I know Fabiana Attanasio's work from the mythographic books, and they are stunning. This is double-sided, so it's going to be a lot of pencil work, but I can see some Inktense being used in this. The paper feels okay, there's got quite a nice bit of tooth to it. I just think the images are absolutely gorgeous. Look at that Gorgon. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And even just to have this as an art book for me, I find amazing. And it makes me want even more work from Fabiana Attanasio, more freedom with the composition of it, because mythographics are always squared and bordered off, whereas this we've got different portraits. I think her drawing of humans is absolutely stunning. This is terrifying with the extremely long neck. But look at the phoenix. Need to crack the spine. That phoenix would be a lot of fun to colour. The sprites are so pretty. She draws fairies really well. Cornish pixies. A lot of these creatures featured in Harry Potter, so I would be very much inspired by those and the colour palettes they use. And you can tell from the font they used on the cover they were inspired by Harry Potter too, to encourage people to buy this. Look at the bow truckle, so cute. Oh wow, look at her, gorgeous. That scene is really interesting with the fawn. Mr. Tumnus. Kraken. I could just see a lot of colour palettes for this, and I have a lot of inspiration. Not sure when I'll get around to colouring it, but I found it in the shop and I just had to pick it up there and then. Ooh, that would be fun to create some sort of translucent effects with the will-o-wisps. Yeah, do you have this book? Let me know if you have it. And if you don't, and you're in the UK, head to your local works. They may have it still in stock for £5. It is a right bargain. And at the back we've got a glossary of all of the creatures, and it gives a little description of each of them, and it's all in alphabetical order. So that is Magical Creatures and Mythical Beasts, illustrated by Fabiana Attanasio, and is my final book for this haul. So let me know in the comments below, out of all the books I got over the past 2 months, which is your favourite. I know what mine is. It is, of course, Sargon by Maria Troll, possibly my favourite book from the entire year of 2024. But let me know which is your favourite, and do you have any of these books? There are some new ones, some older ones that I've just recently got. Let me know what you've got, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!